I'm marking down a 10 gold ruby and an unbreakable jar, or at least a very resilient jar.
Nice.
I don't like that jar.
We'll get rid of it.
It whispered dark, evil things to me.
So what's going on with the
It's a
fire
surefire way
pit?
to get
Talk about-
Theo to get rid of it.
It talked about Char.
Well, it's
It's
good.
called Char's jar.
Exterminatus.
That wasn't actually the thing. I just thought that was really funny because I know
That's
Cole hates
excellent,
Char.
yeah.
Fuck Char, dude. But I mean, my character's like, I mean, it's not her antithesis, but she's kind of sucky. I mean, is that like, I don't know the relation of Char to fucking.
I don't know the
Ilmata.
relation from Char to Ilmata.
Yeah, I
They
like.
probably aren't on the best of terms.
I mean,
just,
yeah, they aren't.
it's from
I'm
the
not.
outset.
I'm not gonna say that, you know, she's excited that it's a Char
It's not
jar.
Char's jar. This was not canon that I said any of this.
No, but
I am making a thing called Char's jar in the future that's going to be a legendary artifact in a game though, because I love that name.
it's a great name. It's a
gonna-
disarming name that makes
gonna
people
be-
think, lol, how bad could it be?
It's going to be a jar that releases like darkness spawns or some shit.
Lol, guys, it sounds silly. Let's mess with it.
Jar of creating darkness elementals.
I already have
Oh,
a
God.
holy choker of Char.
Cool.
It's in the treasure hoard.
God, I'm
Fun
ve-
facts.
you know,
we
I
need to get
haven't-
him like a pocket dimension that he can just like start actually keeping his hoard for real.
Yeah, like my bag of holding.
No,
I'm-
like a full on
Well,
pocket.
that would be
dimension.
cool.
Several
like-
back holding.
You need
Smush them
something that
together.
you can actually get into.
Yeah,
that way you
that
can
would be
roll
cool.
around in it.
What,
Yeah,
like an
yeah.
actual dragon horde?
That's
That-
not like level 5 tech though. That's like further along.
You'll get there one day.
Someday. What's going on
Or-
with
or we
the,
can
the
pick
thing
up
that
a
shot us
powerful-
all in fire? Is
or
that still
I get it
threatening?
more banshees, and there's a chance that he doesn't get there because that almost killed
Ugh,
Party.
yeah, that was pretty terrifying. I didn't think that Theo would be able to handle the Banshee. And I was being like, well, I'm the only one who can't be instant KO'd from this, so I'd better try and pull people away from this.
Well, I mean, I am a paladin, so.
Dirge did a lot of damage to it.
I did, yeah, 50 damage in his first turn.
Oh yeah, that's right. Which one are you talking about? The
Banshee.
Banshee?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Dirge-
remember
I think
that
Dirge
now.
almost insta-killed it.
As Dirge just wanted to do.
It was close, but then it insta-killed Dirge.
It did. It succeeded in dirging Dirge more than Dirge.
There's a modicum of respect there.
Very slight amount. Very
Very
slight.
tiny.
Alright. I'm going to compile what all the fuck is in these coffins and shit for you guys to steal for a minute, so just hang out for a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
You know,
No problem.
I'll
Yep.
compile a list of everything to get out of the crypt
I
afterwards
was-
as well. So,
Just real quick, has the magic sphere here like calmed down?
or is it extinguished?
No.
Oh, is it? I
Still glowy blue.
I want. I guess.
I want to play with it.
Does it make a sound?
Same.
Does it make a sound like audibly?
It sounded like crackling fire before, and now it sounds like swirling wind.
I think. Should I?
I want to taste it.
Well, I mean, I the thing is, I don't think I'm dumb enough to do this, but I don't think Theo's dumb enough to touch the swirling ice orb. You know?
Yes, but I think I know someone who is.
Yeah, I think
I didn't even mean you this time.
somebody would have to explain it to him. But yeah.
Oh, I think the.
I
the
just figured the
fairy-
ice dragon would try to steal it.
Oh, yeah, it's a
He
good
must try to figure out a way to get it out of here.
Can you move it without ruining the awesome magical effect?
Yep.
That sounds like an Arcana check.
I'm
to me.
definitely going to be asking more questions once we have our list of loot compiled.
Yeah.
Oh man, you can ask questions while I do it. Don John doesn't exist more.
What?
Don John,
What?
what?
Don
Don
John's gone, John?
Don John's gone, John.
Fuck, man. There's no way. Don John's amazing. I heard about something like this.
What actually is this? Is it just like a fire pit? That's now an ice pit, I guess.
No, Don John, why?
I'm on the website.
Really?
They
I
might have.
can't get on it.
Random treasure generator. I mean, I could do it for you.
I mean, they're okay. You
'Cause
could.
you don't know.
Oh,
how
hey,
I
it
do
loaded in. It loaded in finally. All right, it's just under a heavy load.
So that was clearly a challenge rating 10 treasure hoard.
I think that was more a challenge rating 20, if you ask me. I mean,
That's
I
not,
got.
that's not how I
instantly
do
killed.
my shit with Don John.
Yeah, there's some better generators that make some more interesting stuff.
I
that
like
he
Don John.
uses. No, I mean in Don John. Like that, if you base it on classes, you miss out on some of the other neat shit that you can generate. Sorry, not classes. Base it on.
I use Don John only for gold usually.
Yeah, and then but it does have some really cool stuff like the grimoires and shit like that. Like if somebody looks through a bookcase, you can definitely just use that to like randomly generate like what the fuck they find it. And sometimes it can
Don
be something
John
neat.
still won't load for me.
Yeah, all the things are taking forever to load on my side.
So I'm gonna do something a bit different and use this new website that I won't disclose and start doing math, kids.
Alright.
I'm going to leave that to people who are smarter than me.
So
Alright, I may have to step away, however.
Dirge is OP, by the way.
Turn 1, man. Turn 1. After that, like, I'm just a ranger.
Yeah. Like, I feel like my character.
you guys find 200,000 copper.
God damn it!
Oh my god.
Rico
Oh,
swims in it.
You guys find a few different like random like art things like statuaries and stuff like that, like smaller ones down here,
all right,
and a few necklaces made out of bronze and copper.
all right.
Tup, come swim in this giant pile of copper with me. It's wonderful.
Oh,
I
it's,
left
like,
to get
scattered
food
all
for,
over the
like,
place.
A minute. I'm sorry. What am I swimming in?
What is-
22,000 copper pieces that you guys have
Come
gathered.
swim in this pool of copper with me.
22,000?
Top shall do
Yeah.
so.
Oh, I thought you said 220,000.
I thought I heard
Extremely
200 as well.
quickly because he's.
Oh
still
no, I'm sorry. Yeah,
500.
200 or two. Yeah, I'm sorry. You're right. It was 200,000 or 220,000 copper.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
I don't.
Tup, swim around in this pond of copper
So
with me.
let's see. How much does a copper piece weigh?
Honestly,
not look
I
into
don't
that
think
right
it's worth carrying all this.
Let's
because
not look into
it's
that right
worth
now.
its weight.
Yeah. What would you have to divide? Is it 100 to?
Yeah.
Penny weighs an eighth of an ounce.
I feel like copper pieces would be bigger than pennies, though.
I mean, that's still 2,000
Maybe like
gold.
quarter sized.
Wait, we make that in a single. Each one of us makes that in a single job.
No.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
not
why
a lot.
I'm saying
Remember,
it's not
they-
worth carrying, really.
It's just like, okay, that will be 100 gold pieces, and you just
It
say,
is said
hang
that
on,
they- Valued copper above all else.
hang on 1 second. And I have this money, and then you just like scoop out fistful after fistful of copper, and it's just like, yes.
5 gold, you say? 1 copper, 2 copper, 3 copper.
Oh, there's also a crown made out of copper
That sounds
with
like
gems
something.
set in it.
That sounds like something we could hawk.
Copper crown sounds quite valuable.
Ancient copper crown sounds.
It's worth at least 100 copper.
I know a
Maybe
person.
more to the person who sent us here to find stuff
I
exactly like
know,
this.
I'm joking.
Copper crown. Sounds like
It
a
has
drink.
it has gems in it as well. It sounds like Crown Royal would make something called that.
Yeah, like for like their 20th copper anniversary or some shit or something.
So are any of these rings and earrings like blatantly magical and useful?
No. No.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. So
Were you not
I
happy
guess
with
I
the
should
copper
be
jar?
completely
Or
confused.
are you not happy with the magic jar?
No, the magic jar. No, that's pretty clearly magical.
Yeah, I was gonna
Magic
say.
jar.
Is the
Either
magic
that or
jar
like
not
made
good
of plastic or something.
you know that could.
It's a
that could-
Nalgene bottle.
it's actually just a titanium jar that's see-through. That's the magic on it.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
No, I'm just
So
kidding.
it's
That's
not
not it at
titanium
all.
that's been made see through by like metallurgical prowess. It's been made see through magic.
It's none of this is true.
Is it magical?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It
I was
has
about to say,
resistance to dropping and stomping damage, or
Has
It's
immunity.
made out of
resistance to
quartz.
dropping and
That's super
trees.
handy.
It's resistant to trees and dropping.
I
want-
think Trixie should start using it as armor.
I think Treacle suggested that earlier.
I suggested it would be a great way to keep us safe and out of mischief.
I think you literally lace it on the plate shoulder, the pauldron of Theo, and that is her battle car.
You just
But
hang
does
that
the
from your
magic
waist like a
work?
pocket watch.
Does the magic work for her if it's open?
Mm.
Yes, because you guys dropped it with it being opened.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
almost got tripped up by that.
Oh man, also, how shitty would that have been if Treacle had smashed through it and then immediately was pushing with his full weight on a gem into his. That would have sucked.
It's like stepping on a Lego. Probably worse.
Yeah, for him, that's definitely like a super shitty Lego. Like getting it right on the sharp corner of it.
Alright.
10 gold's a pretty valuable gem, though.
Yeah, he probably. I don't know. I don't know if Treacle's heavy enough to properly smash a. But
It's a ruby, I think you could smash it.
yeah. Yeah, I guess it's not that hard.
So that copper weighs 4,400 pounds.
Okay, there's no way in hell we take that shit.
I have no
That's
clue
why
what
we
spell
swim
somebody
around
says.
in it.
Alright.
How
much
many
of this copper
cubic-
do we want to take, though? I feel like
Well-
we should take some.
We have a bag of holding. How many cubic feet of copper is there?
And look,
Please.
You're not putting that much copper in my bag of holding.
do we have a?
We have two. Don't we have two?
No, we have one. It's 1,000
We have a
gold to get
single
one.
bag of holding that we've all
But
been
look-
sharing.
Okay.
If you layer the gold that you have on top of the
And it
pile of
already
copper,
has 25 weapons in it.
it'll look really impressive on your hoard. Like it'll really make the gold look like it's all gold, but actually it's just like copper under there.
You
Yeah,
could
you're
just
that guy
paint
that
them.
rolls. That has a $100 bill on the outside of a bunch of ones.
Exactly.
You're that guy.
Hey, look, man, early days, when you're trying to
Fake
bling.
it till you make it.
Yeah, exactly. Take it till you make it.
So what is a beard earring?
A beard ring?
A beard earring.
I
It's
made that
an
as a
earring
joke.
made out of a beard.
Oh, I see.
It's like the dwarves always have like the clasps
Yeah, yeah,
around
yeah.
their
It's
beards.
a beard ring, basically.
Oh
That
my
sounds
god.
like something super.
I just wanted to call it an earring because it was funny to me.
Fair enough.
It was
A
a shit joke.
Oh man.
That was good. That was a solid burp.
So what is this thing? Is it like a fire pit or is it like an object?
The thing it's like a fire pit, I guess. Yeah.
So not something I could like bring out of here with some effort.
So it's not like an orb either.
Oh no, there's an orb.
Okay,
The-
so the,
There's an orb of magic in the fire pit. It's made out of energy. It's made out of cold right now.
Hmm.
Treacle drops a little bit of of his drugs in there into the pit.
oh no.
Does it become an orb of that drug?
What drug do you drop?
He drops one of his let's see, something he likes. He drops his last blunt.
No, your blunt freezes.
Damn. Curses.
No, we're not doing that.
But if you get magic blunts, then maybe.
Oh my god. I did not even consider that was a thing.
Does the
I have
large
the
chest,
greatest idea.
does the large chest filled with copper encapsulate the 220,000, or is
Nope.
it just a minor
There's
chest?
220,000 copper down here.
Great. All right.
So I feel like we should take the chest filled with copper as our sample of the copper.
I mean, we probably only need like a few of them, really, but
I mean, we've
I
been
think-
hired to bring a bunch of stuff back, so
I agree with Tup. I think we take the chest, and if it's determined that the copper is worth more because it's fucking
we can
dwarven
tell them there's 22,000,
No.
220,000
No,
more.
I think what
down
he's
here.
saying
No.
is you guys come back and get
come
it.
back
Yeah.
and get it. Yes.
no, we tell them, don't worry, we will brave those depths and try and find more for you.
It's
Yeah.
still very
then we'll-
dangerous there. You don't want to go yourself.
Exactly. And then we'll camp out for like a week and like go down there and scoop up like a bag full and then go back and be like, "Whew, it was difficult, but we managed.
But we found 220,000 more pieces.
No. You don't give it to them all at once. You keep this gig going for like a few years, you know? Eventually it starts to get
This
more
is
difficult.
the rest of the
and you ask for
campaign. Is
more
just you
money,
guys embarking
know?
back and forth from this crypt, hauling 10,000 copper each time.
Yeah.
That is such a dumb freaking thing, but oh well.
We're not actually doing that, Cole.
If the undead ever respawn, we just kill them, and eventually we become gods by slowly shipping copper back and
Yeah.
forth.
And we just keep farming those guys for XP. Great.
So
This
as-
is what the dwarves were trying to do before they befell some sort of horrible.
Dug too
Eh.
deep.
Well, they didn't
Yeah.
even dig too deep.
yeah,
we
this
don't know
crypt
that.
seems pretty peaceful.
They could have paved it back over. They could have realized their mistake and paved it over again,
Like
Really,
Dwarf
it's like-
Fortress.
but it was far too late. Yeah,
God, Dwarf Fortress.
yeah. The Forgotten Beast had construction breaking and smashed right through it.
But
I
then
don't
is
even
that-
think we've looted Mr. Necroman himself yet.
Yeah, he just had a crown.
Oh, okay.
Is that it then? No, nothing else.
That's all
can
the-
we?
Okay.
That's all the
Cool.
valuables that weren't destroyed by AOE spells.
How's the throne?
Oh no, AOE
Oh yeah,
spells.
there's a throne.
It's probably a very heavy throne.
Is it like?
I
Does
assume
it
made
look
of
like it
stone.
fits with the place, or is it like a more recent addition?
Copper.
No,
It's
it's not copper. Everything down here is made out of a strange black. There's a carpet on the floor as well that I forgot about. The throne is inlaid with gems, and it is very heavy.
Is it like too heavy for the cart heavy?
It is.
We can fill both carts, by the way, and just walk ourselves. This is an
Mhm.
option. This
Mm.
is
Oh,
a
that's
thing that we're
probably
doing.
what's
Break
gonna happen.
Treacle's heart.
The question now
Trick
is
is
how
fine with
much
it.
of this nonsense can we even get in our carts?
We want the
I-
tapestries. We want the light
Yeah.
shit first. Like, we want the carpet
course.
down here. We want the tapestries. We want the, like, you said there were, like, little statuaries.
Oh, there is a ring on the king as well. I forgot about that. Sorry.
A
Oh.
different ring or a?
Yeah, different one. It has three like areas where gems could be, and there's one gem missing, and there's two gems inside of it, diamonds.
Okay, so
Huh.
we're
That'll go in the bag of holding.
definitely
Alright.
going to, we're definitely going to keep the tapestries. We're going to
Axes and shield.
axes and shield, sconces, the loom, the statues, because she wants the statuaries,
This fine rug.
the rug,
Yeah,
definitely.
The rug.
Um,
The rusted weapons. I mean, like,
those are in the bag of holding.
I love
so-
them, but
Well, those are already in the bag of holding. We
I know.
can,
I know.
like, we can have them appraised, see if they're worth shit, and if they're not, then whatever. I think that trying to get the throne out might be the big boy that we try to get out. When you say
What else,
medium statues, like how medium do you mean?
They're like 5.
Person
like,
size?
they're like dwarf
Medium
size.
creature size.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a lot of our
Horsepower?
our horsepower. Yeah.
Yeah, they're a couple. Probably 150.
So
No, probably like. Dwarves
you're cutting out a lot.
Probably like 250 to 300 pounds of stone for a 5-foot statue because
Hmm.
dwarves are thick boys.
Yeah, probably not taking more than 1 or 2 of those statues then.
Yeah, we definitely want to get all that light shit. But the
The
thing is,
throne
she
comes before the statues because it looks very nice.
but the
I'm in agreement.
The
How
throne
much-
probably weighs about 600 pounds.
oh, then
Jeez,
definitely.
That's like a cart unto itself.
Yeah, that's fine.
But we can load up the other cart with all the other shit. She
Yep.
said she wanted statuary. Like
I
she
know, but I'm not gonna lie. I
specifically
think she
mentioned
said
it.
that she mentioned the black marble stuff. I don't think she mentioned bronze or copper.
Well, the statues are. She said it. He said it was made of stone.
Yeah, the statues are all made out of.
Are they made out of this marble stuff or stone?
They're made out of a different stone. It's like a dark gray stone.
Okay.
But
I say we bring this back and we say which one do you prefer? And this is what we brought, and we honestly make a trip out of it and come back and get what else we can, because it's a lot of money here, to be honest.
mm-hmm.
Better throne 1, throne 2. Throne 1, throne 2.
All right, we're gonna need.
Yeah, there is a second throne technically. It's
It's broken.
Well, who cares about that shit?
I'm just fucking telling you guys everything that's here.
That broke throne.
So I think light stuff. I think our friend Cole here is on the right track. The light stuff, maybe a statue or two,
So
and
we
a
have like
throne.
a small cart and a big cart, right?
Yeah.
Well, you'd probably want to put like a couple big things in each cart and then litter small things across the rest.
Sure.
Would make the most sense for like stuff because you want to distribute the weight as evenly as possible.
All right, so,
So the musts are a throne, a couple statues, and then the rest of the light shit.
all
I think.
right. So let's see. We need to get so between all of us, we can carry that shit out. It's gonna be difficult though, going upstairs.
We'll make it
How
work. We have
small is
time.
a small statue?
5 foot tall.
I mean, you guys can get everything that you want to get out, basically.
Wait, you
okay.
s-
Might take
Oh,
us a
yeah.
while to do it, but
Let's
once
not
it's
talk
done-
logistics. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, we don't talk
I'm just
logistics.
asking you guys to post what you want to take.
all right.
As much as
So
possible.
the
As
thro-
much as we can, yeah.
the throne. Well, I think he's trying to say what's the must takes among the heavy stuff.
Yeah.
The
Throne.
throne is definitely
Okay.
one. How many statues do we want to take?
I mean,
How
that's
many
where
can
that's,
we?
that's
the
where that comes
question.
in. It's
Okay.
at
Yeah,
this point,
probably-
it's everything else, and then we fill up with statues last. It's everything else and then statues.
Agree.
I don't
you
know
can get
about the
one.
copper. I don't know about the copper.
I don't think
We can
you
leave the
should.
It's
copper.
1 chest of copper.
Well, that's still a lot of weight.
I don't think
He's-
it would change the amount of stuff you take if you
Okay.
just left. I think that you could take one of them each statue.
when you
So
say
you guys are taking the 220,000 copper pieces, and
No.
that's
no,
you guys go back and buy more carts that cost 22,000 copper
Yeah.
to bring the 22,000 copper back, or 220,000 copper. All right, so you're gonna take
Later, Dirge goes to look into the bag of holding and finds it completely filled with.
You guys go buy several more bags of holding to bring the copper back,
oh yeah,
and,
And
you
I think-
discard them afterwards.
Jason had a good point. How big are the small statues?
They're like busts.
Oh, so that could fit into the bag of holding?
You could probably get a good
No,
view.
they're too big for a bag of holding.
Oh, they're big busts.
No, they're just
Not
too
life
big to.
size.
They're
Alright.
too big.
Oh,
to
for
fit
the bag
around
of holding.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Sorry,
stuff away,
I thought you
everyone.
meant cart.
Alright, buddy.
Good session.
Yeah, no problem.
Cool, man.
Peace.
Night.
Can I roll an Arcana on this like magic fire pit orb thing to see if I can see what's up?
At
Yes.
last.
See what's top.
Yeah, I think that's what that's gonna come down to. It's not bad.
Yeah. So, like you have probably figured out as a player, it absorbs energy and then
Mhm.
turns into that energy. And somehow he used it to create a line of that energy before. You're not sure how because he didn't say any words. That's pretty much what it is. There's probably like a source inside of the energy that's doing it.
No, so if I'm feeling ballsy, I could like reach in there and grab at it to see what
Hell
happens.
yeah.
Oh, why not? I'm still feeling kind of okay. What's the worst that can happen?
Oh God, why?
Top.
All right. So you reach in to try to grab it.
Sure.
Cool. Roll me a death saving. No, I'm just kidding.
roll me 30 death saving throws. You might live.
Yeah. As you like go to reach in, you start taking cold damage, which you're resistant to. So it starts off normally it'd be 10. Starts off as 5 for you.
Mhm.
And you feel like a sphere on the inside. As you touch it, you take a little bit more damage, so you're at 15 damage taken now. What do you do?
Okay.
You have it in your hand.
Let's yoink, because I can't take any more of that damage.
Do you pull it? You try to pull the orb out, or you're pulling your hand away?
Let's go for the orb. If the orb doesn't immediately come, though, I'm pulling my hand out.
Yeah, no, the energy goes with it.
Oh,
awesome.
shit.
What pops down?
You're
No,
just
no, you're
holding-
fine. You would notice that, like, you start pulling it, and the cold circles around it and starts heading towards you. So you would pull your hand out.
Okay.
Huh.
That's not very nice.
I'm not a,
I have 2 HP.
How sturdy is a bag of holding?
I actually have an idea for this, but I want to heal before I try.
Oh man,
It
you're
probably
missing.
takes us a while to move this crap out of here.
Yeah,
So
You're
can I
missing the-
can I get a
you're
heal
missing-
and try again?
best idea.
Well, I mean, I think I would,
What-
you said
what
it
was
was,
that? I
you,
have an idea
you said there
Okay.
was a,
because I want to grab this jar out of the bag of holding.
The sphere's too big for the jar. I'm sorry.
Oh
Aw.
man, that would have been awesome.
the brazier beneath it, the fire pit. Can that be moved?
Yeah,
Like, I guess I'm.
it's just like rocks that are in a circle. You could move them.
Oh, so it's not like a.
Yeah, that's decidedly non-magical. I think.
Okay, I thought that was like some kind of focus for it, like keeping it in place. But what's the best idea here? That's the thing.
I think my jar was my best idea. Other than that, I really don't know.
The bag of holding
Yeah,
is
yeah,
my.
but it'll take several Marvel movies, Steve.
Fair enough. So it take a very long time. Fair enough.
Yeah, it would take a long time. It's
Okay.
a terrible idea.
Well, I mean, I don't have any other ideas other than like counterspell or some shit like that, or dispel magic, but that's not good because that might destroy it. Other than the bag of holding.
Feo, could I see your quarterstaff for a second?
As long as you don't break it, then yes.
I promise you, if I break it, you will be able to have mine.
Thank you, Treacle. But
Why not just use yours in the first place?
I require 2 of them for this, and he grabs it and walks forward to the orb. Yep, and he tries to pick it up like tongs.
So the quarterstaffs start to freeze,
and
and you
Does it?
do
Does it?
you do move it, but again the energy moves with it.
Yeah. So I keep the energy there, like at the end of the tongs where I'm holding it, right?
Yeah.
open the bag
Yeah.
of holding.
How long do you want to mess with it?
Not very long. I was just testing the theory for now. Okay,
I'm
so
not going to put this in the bag of holding because there's a lot of other things in this bag of holding.
this
that I
this
don't
was
want
this
that
was
thing
just
near.
a test. Don't worry. I believe if we could design some sort of grasping mechanism.
Oh, by the way, both the quarterstaffs are like partially frozen now.
Oh, here, Fail, you can have this back. If
She
we could
grabs
find
the
some sort
frozen
of
bit.
some sort of a grasping mechanism.
It shatters. The end of your
Oh, no.
quarterstaff is now broken.
Trickle says, "Oh my, I do apologize. Here, you can have mine."
I grab the frozen bit again.
It shatters.
Anyhow, if we could find some way to clasp it onto the end of a stick, you could have a mighty fine staff.
We need to find a way to control it at least.
Well, you could use the mage hand.
I could,
I don't know.
but then I'd just be like bringing that with us, like as we go. That seems kind of dangerous.
Yes, Well, I'm out of ideas.
I'm really disappointed it didn't fit in the jar. I'm
I'm
so
sorry,
sad.
man. The jar was just a thing I added in because of Trixie.
I know.
That
Still though.
that still.
Yeah,
I
I should have
thought I was
changed.
being the smart
I
boy.
should have changed it to that, but sometimes I can't figure out things like that on the fly.
No, that's fair. That's fair. Like I can't throw stones in that regard.
It's fine. We couldn't get this ruby out of it, so it makes sense.
Yeah, if we can't get a ruby
Yeah,
out, then how the fuck are
exactly.
we gonna put the big thing in there? But anyway,
Well, the orbs, yeah, the orb's a little bit bigger than like a gemstone.
so
It's probably like the size of a.
is there something around that controls it? There has to be. Is it the throne?
I have this ring I got off of the Lich guy. And it is missing a gemstone.
Oh man, I want to help so bad, but I can't.
I'm gonna be so sad when I can't get this.
You're the magic man. Make it work, brother.
I rolled an 18 on Arcana. I don't know what else to do as a magic man.
Here, wait. There's
Start-
something I can do. There's something I can do. Ah. Well, let me tell you all that I know about arcane artifacts that I have heard throughout the years. Perhaps some of this might jog your memory. And it lets you, let's see, if I get the history check good. Yes.
I have another idea.
You get a bonus
We'll let
equal to my
Treacle finish.
proficiency bonus. So you get an extra 3 to your bonus. And yeah, you can understand what I'm saying, so that works. So your 18 is now a 21. Is that enough, DM?
No, because you can only do that for people with history checks.
Wait, what? I thought
It's
it was
only-
on anything.
Wait, it
I
says you can make on a success. Let's see.
It's a help action to aid another person's ability check. If I do a
Oh.
DC 15 history check, they gain extra bonus.
Oh. It wouldn't. I don't think it would give him.
Alright, I have another idea.
Okay.
I'm going to hit this thing with a prestidigitation. I'm going to hit it with a small gust of wind and see what happens.
Okay.
Maybe it'll absorb that and become very docile.
It absorbs the wind and becomes a swirling gust of wind around it.
I try to touch it. Does it bludgeon me?
Yes. You take 10
Crap.
points of bludgeon damage. Probably. I don't know what kind of damage it would be.
Well,
Probably bludgeon.
Bludgeoning
Oh, man.
sounds like. Ouch. That hurt.
Alright. Well, let's grab it with a mage hand and see if it turns into a mage hand.
I think the mage hand has HP, doesn't it?
Does it?
I don't fucking know.
Like, throw the thing out. The
I
spell.
don't think so. It's just like a regular hand.
Do you guys take the loom?
Yes, the loom.
Um,
Well, how
Probably quite large.
how?
Yeah, the loom would
heavy?
take up a lot of space.
Is it like a very dwarven, historical looking loom? Does it seem
Probably.
significant?
It's probably magical. It's not like fucked up
Yeah,
by anything.
Not fucked up, so it's probably in some way.
So
At the very least, you know, Treacle saw with his own eyes it producing amazing fabric, so
Okay, so let me think. So how heavy would the loom be?
Probably about as much as the chair.
God, so that's we wouldn't get any of the statuary.
You get the small ones.
Yeah, the small ones, but like,
Look, if they want more, we know where it's at. We can come back and get it.
When the guy stood up and pointed, like to fire this thing off, was the ring on his like pointer finger?
No.
Okay.
he was
so
sit.
the ring probably doesn't have anything to do with this.
He was sitting on the throne, though. Perhaps sitting on the throne would help.
Oh man.
Did we move
you
it
guys,
already?
You guys were like close to the right idea at one point.
I mean, the jar, the ring
No.
with a missing gemstone.
Yep, I haven't actually held that up to it yet, so why not? I'll take the ring and hold it up to this thing and see if it does anything.
I heal you before you do that and kill yourself.
It's fair. I feel like we can just keep coming back to this as we're moving stuff out of here, so...
Yeah, it's fine.
Every now and then we come back, just fresh mind. Try.
All right.
Do
So
you guys want to take the sconces while we're at it?
yes, the sconces too, because
They're
that's
probably not too...
Oh yeah,
horribly
Scots are
long
going.
away.
yeah, because they're like
Yeah, you just pull them off.
They're
walls.
small. They're easy enough to take.
Yeah.
from.
You wanted to take the chest, right?
Can we fit the chest on there without collapsing the?
How does this list look?
I mean, yeah.
It's fabulous.
Wonderful. Somebody write this down somewhere.
I shall.
Okay, so.
Good man.
Thank you. This is me taking into account the bag of holding and everything
Okay, so
for like all the stuff that would fit in it.
we can move all this stuff without the carts being destroyed.
Yes.
Okay.
Never said anything about the horses though.
Well, I mean, we'll just have to.
I'm joking.
The horses were
We can hook Treacle
destroyed.
up, he'll help.
Yeah. Trick would be happy to.
As we move this chest of copper, is there anything else inside?
I'm assuming that Treacle's carrying the chest filled with copper
Yeah.
the whole way. By the way.
Oh yeah, I'm assuming so.
Okay, so back to the orb. Do we want to do any more orb solving mysteries?
The ring without a gemstone.
Yeah, I'll hold that up to it and see if it reacts at all. Not expecting much, but
No.
Oh, well.
yeah.
Have you tried grabbing the orb while holding the ring on?
No?
That sounds very painful.
I mean, I'll try it real quick, but
You have a very high tolerance for pain, Top. It's
I
quite.
just really want this orb.
It's quite impressive.
So you put the ring on and touch the orb.
Sure, let's put the ring on first and see if that's cursed.
Yeah. It's not cursed.
Mm.
Cool. All right, let's touch the orb real quick. See if it does
Um,
anything.
It hurts.
And
It hurts.
Yeah, I figured. All right, that was windy and that hurt.
Alright. 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 I'm gonna give you hints. Has nothing to do with the ring.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured that much.
It has nothing to do with anything in the room particularly.
Okay.
Thing. You guys were on the right track with fucking with the magic with it.
Oh, well, I don't have any way to dispel magic. I
Is
don't...
there like any
Okay.
like
Don't
rough
want to dispel
stone
it.
lying around?
So it's currently in wind mode. I'm gonna hit it with more wind and see if it maybe turns off.
I think
Okay,
if we
still
hit it
moving.
with like earth or stone or something, it would be just like a rock.
Well, I
Earth.
mean, the thing is, we hit it with wind and we thought it would become an AC, and it actually became like, a twister that like bludgeoned
That's
my
the point.
hand. Well, okay, I would say I throw a rock at it, but
I mean, it would need to be a magical rock because it didn't work with his blunt,
yeah.
and it also didn't turn into like a tree when I grabbed it with the quarterstaff. So
What if you healed it and then it just did healing aura?
Holy shit!
Thank
I
you,
do that.
Mina.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
Nice.
I was
Phil,
about
you-
to send the Rock a message, by the way.
Nice.
Oh shit! Wait, no, that would work too.
It would. Well,
It's just a floating orb now.
wait.
What do you say to it?
I don't know. Probably
starts-
some nonsense in Draconic. Like,
It starts reverberating your message.
oh, that's cool.
Oh, but wait. If that works, then I pick it up and I like cast 5 points of Lay on Hands.
It starts glowing a colorful golden aura and starts doing radiant. No, I'm just kidding. Starts doing radiant damage.
Starts to smite the shit out of you.
46.
Ilmarter
46.
is not pleased. Ilmarter strikes down your paladin ways because healing people is not his way.
Yes, my redemption paladin takes no shit.
Yeah, it's a little orb. It doesn't heal for a lot, and it does have a maximum before it just goes
Kaput.
empty again with it, because how Lay on Hands work, but it heals you for however much you pumped into it.
5. I figured that we didn't want it like freaking the fuck out, so I didn't dump a second level cure wounds into it.
How big is this thing? Is it like golf ball, baseball, bowling ball?
Somewhere in between like a baseball and a soccer ball, or like a baseball and a bowling ball, like somewhere in between that. It's like an orb that you can palm.
Yeah, I'm picturing a crystal ball now, but not.
Yeah,
it doesn't do
yeah.
that.
It's
Yeah,
a
like a
little bit
snow
smaller
globe.
than a crystal ball, a little bit bigger than a snow globe, and a little bit
okay.
bigger, or a little bit smaller than a crystal ball.
Yo, if we cast Dispel Magic on this thing, do you think it would
No.
become an anti-magic
Break it.
field?
Don't do it, man.
That
Try
might break it. I don't like that.
Yeah, man, that might break it.
Try it.
No, it would definitely break it. But at the same time, can you think like having a
It would be
portable
pretty cool.
anti-magic field? I mean, we wouldn't be able to
might
put it
work,
in a bag
but-
of holding, but you know.
I think you're forgetting the last time we had an orb that was an anti-magic field in one of our
Oh
adventures.
yeah.
So even if we could, should we?
No.
Anti-magic is not a good thing to carry around very much.
Yeah. It really
Because
ends
it
up
nullifies
fucking
your
over.
magic too.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. That...
And here's the thing: everybody in the party uses magic.
Damn,
I
you're
guess
right.
technically I do as well. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
yours is more key than.
Yeah, but key is technically magic in this universe.
It's magic in all universes.
So can I counterspell Flurry of Blows?
No.
I
You can
cast
counterspell if he
Fist.
does his gust of wind, though.
Mm.
Yeah, because I guess it's like converting the body's energy into, like, you
They're
know.
basically like the whole
stims.
elemental monk is just kind of like a sorcerer, but also a monk.
Well, the thing I like to think about it, you can't counterspell it if it's like only occurring within you, I guess. I mean, I guess.
No.
No.
You can
Well,
counterspell a lot of shit. You can't counterspell a flurry of blows because
I don't know, it's like-
because D&D stupid.
I guess you could
should be
counterspell
able
it to
to
the
technically.
degree that your punches are no longer magic, maybe?
No, you should be able to counterspell flurry of blows technically.
Yeah, I
But
think you're
D&D
right,
's
but-
stupid.
but it's not a
and-
spell. Well, the thing is, it's not a spell.
Well,
Right.
it's just it treats it like magic in some cases and not in others. It's
Right,
weird.
It's like an
it's dumb.
instantaneous effect on yourself, so it would be difficult to see coming and actually counterspell it.
Well, it's that's I think the main thing is the spell itself isn't offensive. It's not a spell I cast on them.
Yeah,
it's
but
a
you can
spell I cast
counterspell
on me.
shield.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Kinda
which
like
is
how it would be really difficult to counterspell an expeditious retreat, I think.
nope.
You can
Nope, okay.
counterspell that.
You can counterspell reactions. So, like you can counterspell a counterspell.
Just get into a counterspell fight.
You
Yeah.
just have to make sure you
That-
have more
that's-
wizards with counterspell.
That's a really that can
Right,
get
that's a
really
real thing.
important. That gets really important in like late game fighting magic.
That's what you
users.
see in Harry Potter when they're like shooting their little like laser beams
Counterspells-
at each other.
That's why I hate counterspell because it's stupid.
You have to like
Counterspell,
late
counterspell,
game-
counterspell, counterspell.
like you late game you have to play around like magic users that have counterspell because
Sorcerers,
like
it's a 3rd level. I could have counterspell right now if I didn't like Fireball.
Oh yeah.
Right, but giving up an entire like 3rd level spell slot right now is a big deal for
Yeah.
it. When you're
Yeah,
casting
exactly.
7th level spells,
That
then
would
being
only
like,
make
"Oh,
sense.
Be
if we were
gone, my
gonna be
pitiful
fighting.
3rd level spells.
Yeah. Like, if we were gonna go fight like,
Vecna.
Mungus, the master mage, like maybe. But
Well,
Or Krungor the Ogre King.
yeah, yeah.
Now that I have this orb figured out and I can have it docile, now I need to figure out how to control it, but we can do that later.
well, I mean, we figured out how to control it. Well, I mean, kind of.
Well, no, this guy pointed down the hallway and it shot a line of fire at us and killed you.
Yeah, it did kind of hurt a lot. But the thing is,
That's what I mean by control it.
the thing is, you'd have to really be careful with it because in order for it to do shit like that, it would need to be on fire.
Yeah, it's a very defensive item, I think.
And that's why you need to secure it to the end of a large stick so that you can keep it a safe distance away from yourself.
So
Unless I just set it on fire and punch it with a mage hand towards like something.
I suppose you could do that, but what if they were to
here's
gain control of it or simply keep it from you?
here's the sitch, right? We get a keep and we install it in there. That's how we do it.
Yeah.
That's actually what they did.
Yeah. Except for ours will be mounted way up high so we can use it at much greater ranges, and also we will have blackjack and hookers.
So at this point, does it fit in the bag of holding, or do I have to find somewhere else to carry it?
Well, I mean, if it can fit in your hand, it can fit in the
It can
bag of
fit in the
holding.
bag
Cool.
The question is, do you want to put it in there where it would touch magic, which is an extra dimensional space?
Oh, that's also true.
Oh my
Got
That-
a 21
that
on your
sounds
Arcana
dangerous as
check.
fuck, man.
Don't put it in the bag, please.
Let's not do that. Yeah,
Please
and that
don't.
would probably turn it into a black hole.
Yes, that would probably
That'd be a
undo
very
reality.
strange-
Well, I
yes.
think that it would be
No, it would be a dimensional void inside of a dimensional void at some point in that interaction, and it would be bad.
well, I've had
It would become a black hole, yes.
I've heard that DMs don't like it when it's a black hole, so they make it a dimensional rift.
It's
That
not a
just-
black hole that would like wipe out
It's-
the world. It would be a black hole that dispersed eventually because it would be really small. And it's not a real black hole. It is technically not, but it's close, and it would kill.
Yeah, it would definitely kill all of us, and it would probably fuck up the area around us to a degree temporarily.
Oh shit!
And shit would be teleported all over the fucking place, all over the multiverse rather.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Oh shit! If this was the other campaign, I would say you should do it.
Why?
Because you would end a lot of problems that other game has right now.
What? Oh, you
Yeah.
mean like right now? Like destroying that entire army?
Yeah.
Are you sad that we didn't just roll in and fucking cap them?
No, I was very happy you guys didn't do that.
Well, I mean, it was kind of suicidal if we did
Yeah.
that.
No, I was really sad when it wasn't just you waited until they stomped up on your doors and then they're like, "Hey guys, can we stay here for like a night?"
Oh man, we've warned them of their approach. That's the problem.
Out
Huh.
of curiosity, are these campaigns taking place at, like the same time frame?
Oh, cut out for me.
Are
Uh,
these campaigns taking place during the same time frame?
Yes.
We need to have a
Interesting.
crossover episode. But that's kind of
Someday.
hard.
Don't rush
consi-
that.
Wouldn't that be a lot of people role playing two characters?
Well, I mean, it didn't. I thought it would be neat, like back when I wasn't in the campaign. I was like, man, it would be neat to like, talk
It
to
was
the other.
planned to happen eventually.
Aw, well, I mean,
Yeah, but then I had to merge the groups a little bit.
it's sad. It's sad.
It's all good.
But hey, I mean, at least we have.
But yes, canonically, what you guys do and what they do kind of affects you guys' stories. You'll never run into the other party.
You can try, but you won't.
The only way you could run into the other party is if one of the players was just like, "Yo, I don't have anything going on today, so I'll chill out and listen to you guys game." And if then the parties run into each other, I'd be here. But he plays a game on Wednesday, so
Who does?
got it, Smobo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't play every Wednesday technically, from what I understand. So I was gonna do a crossover campaign at some point where you guys teamed up for something. I can't say what, because it's still something that is gonna happen. It would have been cool. That's not gonna happen now.
It's all good. This is really good. Honestly, I'm having a tremendous amount of fun with this campaign.
I mean, I'm crazy enough to try role-playing 2 characters. You cut
Are
out.
you though, Cole? I think you're crazy enough to try role-playing 2 characters, but
Yeah.
It's not fun. One character
Yeah.
just gets all the spotlight, the other one doesn't. I've tried it before where players play 2 characters in a campaign, just to
or
see
you
like
end up
how it
just
would
talking
be.
to yourself and it's weird.
Like,
Only a DM should have to do that.
well, it's not even the talking to yourself. It really comes down to you'll play one character way more than the other, and one of the other characters will just feel like a shitty hireling that never talks.
Yeah, that's the way it always happens in U Realms too, whenever they have like companions they play as.
And I was testing that before U Realms was doing it as like
Interesting.
big as they were with Sheep and a couple other people we played with. I did a campaign where for a bit they were all playing 2 characters just to see how it would work. To see, I was just yeah it was shitty.
It's hard to do. I think it worked okay in some cases, like the campaign that I ran where like you guys had some hirelings, but I was playing them.
It can work with certain players, but 99% of the time it doesn't work.
It's tricky.
It has to be players that have DM'd a bunch.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of something you need. Oh God, it's always the weirdest experience when you're DMing and you have a moment where you have 2 NPCs talking to each other for any reason.
Oh, I hate it so much.
You're just like, oh shit, how did I get myself in this situation again?
Why do so many people have to be alive?
This is why George R.R. Martin kills off all of his characters. That's the one reason I'm like, man, I don't want to actually be a writer, because doing conversations between 2 people when they're both you doing the conversation is so
Yeah,
awkward.
it's
That's why I haven't
understand.
been like. That's why I haven't been writing more.
yeah, it's something that I also found when I tried to write anything like
Yeah.
with dialogue. It's just, God, it's really hard to actually make it seem interesting, and I think that's actually just generally a hard thing. Like
Yeah.
one of the main failings of most films is like the dialogue's just not very good. It's
That's
just
why
like,
I love
yeah, it's
Game of
hard to write.
Thrones. That's why I fucking love Game of Thrones. And that's why I love It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
God, their dialogue is amazing. They really
Yeah,
nailed
but-
those characters.
That is because there's like several different writers and half of them write their own character. That's why that show's dialogue is so
Interesting.
good.
I
Yeah,
wonder if
because
there was anything like that for Friends, because they also had pretty tight dynamics.
I don't think so. I think Friends had like